Welcome Capricorn to my channel, Mending Tree Tarot. This is a general reading for the month of August. For you, it is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. Please take what resonates for you and just leave the rest behind. Okay. I take pop-outs and I've meditated, shuffled, and done all the pop-out portion of it before the recording in order to be more efficient here for you. As I'm laying these out, just be careful. There are scammers who are pretending to be other people, pretending to be other more legit people. And with that being said, just be careful. Make sure that you're following the correct social media because they're duplicating accounts and things like that. And that you're following the links and things like that that are under people's videos. That being said, with this channel, I don't have any social media attached to this channel, so I will never reach out to you asking you directly if you want a personal reading, asking you for money directly in that way, just so that you know. Yeah, I have a link down below for donations, but that's about it. So that is it. Okay, moving on to your reading, I have pulled some oracle cards to get a general feel of the reading, and then I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot to get more specifics there. And for the oracles, I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And then after all of this, I will pull two advice cards from two different oracle decks. So for advice for you for the month. Your theme seems to be on a similar path as a lot of other people's so far this month, which is this idea of not going back to how you've done things previously. More specifically for you though, you have the unmarked trail. It says revelation. There is this knowingness for you that you are aware of, that the way that you're going to have to move forward can't be not only how you've done things before, because that's not going to yield you anything positive or worth anything from your perspective. And instead it means also, in addition, not how anybody else has ever done it before. So other people are going to want to give you advice and tell you how you should do things. And this is about you being true to your path, knowing how you're going to do this, and that it's not how you've done anything previously, nor how anybody else has done it before. So you're carving out a new way of accomplishing things for yourself. In this process though, it's really important because it's putting you face to face with, you have the root girl. It says the disowned self. So this is there's a lot of internal work that's happening for you. Actually, a lot of your reading is about some inner things that are going on for you. And this is about those parts of you that you don't like, and really kind of coming face to face with those parts of you, not necessarily changing them, but accepting and loving them and finding how they can be of use for you, because obviously if it's not beneficial to your everyday, you need to figure out a way how it can be. And so these are the parts of yourself that you try that, I always, very simple, and this is a very superficial way of kind of describing this, but like if somebody gives you a compliment, like somebody says, "Oh, I like how you did your nails." You're like, "Oh, thanks. I had a little chip that happened right there," where you immediately negated the compliment. And it's kind of what you're doing to yourself, or what you have done to yourself about elements of you, right? About things that you did not love about yourself. So this is about truly understanding who you are holistically, and even all those other things that maybe in the past you wish were different, but now understanding the benefit and beauty of them, okay? And this is something that you're a major part of your reading, like really kind of the root of it, because you come into the crossing. This is initiation. This is about leaving the old behind and coming into the new. You are going through a big transformation right now. You have the Wheel of Fortune that's actually in the middle of your reading here. And this is about, again, leaving back what has been, and this is more about you though, like being birthed again into a new version of you. And with this, you have the moon mating, which is new beginnings. So all of this kind of rebirth, a re-understanding, a re-emergence of yourself to everyone around you. In a way, you're kind of gradually presenting yourself in a whole other way where other people are going to notice, but in a really good way, because you're owning who you are. And there's really nothing more attractive than being super self-confident in who you are as a person and what you have to offer that's amazing and good, and really loving all and understanding yourself, right? And so when really I was kind of looking at this card beforehand, when these popped out, there's a this kind of feeling too that that you're doing it for you and not for anybody else, and that even if you're in a relationship, even, you know, like where there's like this bond, this connection where you're working with somebody, that person doesn't own you. And this is true in work. You may work for somebody or with somebody, but they don't own you. So the phrase that made me chuckle at the time was like, "You don't own me," like, like that. It was more kind of the feeling that I was getting here for you, and not that I ever think that you would allow somebody to kind of treat you in that way, but this is about you being true to you and really loving all parts of yourself, and this reemergence of this, not necessarily new. It's the you that has always been, but in the fact that you're not willing to compromise who you are as a person for someone or something else, right? Because what good comes from that in the end? Getting into the tarot portion, there has been, honestly, this looks super good, Capricorn. So you have the Three of Cups, you have the Sun. There has been a lot of forward movement, a lot of celebration, perhaps some socializing and things like that, hanging out with people. You've been getting out more, feeling more yourself, feeling more interactive. Lots of really positives that are happening for you. And with this, though, with the Wheel of Fortune, again, the Hand of Fate coming in and supporting you in this. So the more you are being your true authentic self to your, in, you know, in the best way for the benefit of everyone concerned, that this emotional fulfillment with, sorry, I don't know if I said that was the Wheel of Fortune. You have the 10 of Cups here. There is this emotional fulfillment that comes through where it's like feeding the machine of goodness, right? That the more that you give it, the more it gives back to you. And so you're starting to feel this reciprocal motion with the universe around you. In your future position, you have the Star, so a lot of healing has been going on and is going to continue to happen, but also, again, some kind of wish fulfillment and attraction you're gonna attract more things to you because of this newfound self-possession, ultimately, okay? But the only thing that here that's saying, and I find this actually super cool about your reading, Capricorn, you have you have 4 tens. I thought you just had 3, but you have 3 of Cups. Sorry, you have the 10 of Cups, you have the 10 of Wands in reverse, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. So all of these together, I'm going to say this is a new you, Capricorn. So you're letting go of your burdens and your worries and your stress. And as well, you may have been feeling like this has uprooted a bit of stability for you. But it's not a bad thing. It's actually really not a bad thing. It just looks like you are really wrapping something up, and that you're giving in the new you, this new cycle of life for yourself, and really kind of presenting that to the world. So wow, Capricorn, I'm impressed. Lucky. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What advice do you have for Capricorn for the month of August? Ooh, we got 3. That's a lot, but we'll do it. All right. Also, I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and then I'm using the Santa Muerta Oracle deck as well. Looking for a card for Capricorn, please. Just some advice to end their reading with that they can take with them. That is a lot. So oh wow, that's a lot. You have a lot. I'm gonna take it. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep you here for forever, but they gave it to me, so I have to give it to you. Okay, So you have Golden Palace, making a choice, and Wizard of Awareness. Okay. I am reading from the book for these for you so that you have a very clear picture of what it is that they're trying to tell you. Golden Palace, the quote here is, "There's always enough." The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that is long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. See, what am I telling you here, Capricorn? I'm telling you what's going on. All right. Then we have 30, making choices. You're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it, yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and traveled a few steps. Trust your intuition, ask for a sign from spirit, and you will be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. Okay, and then number 3, Wizard of Awareness. Quote here is, "Your soul knows best. Be still and observe." Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you, too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another, in a continual shifting and change no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. Okay, now for Santa Muerta, the good part is for these cards, the advice is not quite as long. It's a little bit more to the point. So number 22 you have here, and the name of the card is Intellect. And the advice here is, put instinct aside for the moment and analyze the situation you are in rationally. Okay, good. Number 30 is realization. And the advice here is, it is time to understand the nature of your act because realization is coming and results are near. Awesome. Number 14. Oh, I cannot say this. The name of this card. I'm so sorry. I need phonics for this. Chikuluku. I know I just butchered that. I'm so sorry. But the advice here is, do not fight against the flow you are in. A river cannot be tamed with force. You must surrender to its current and use its strength as if it were your own. All right. 31. You got a lot of cards here. I'm sorry. But, you know, you get a lot of advice. So that's great. This one is celebration. Take action while consistently bearing the past in mind, without being afraid of having to change your ideas, even drastically. It's actually a beautiful card. All these are beautiful cards. Shouldn't say that with any kind of surprise. But, okay, and then number 32 is your last card here. And it is Santa Muerte. The advice is make a firm decision on what to cut and what to change in your life. Otherwise, no betterment will be possible. All right. You've got a lot here. A lot to be said. But a lot of good things. This so far is like the best reading that I've done so far this month. So, yeah. I can't say anything else, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm truly grateful. And for more clarification, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. And there will be a pick a card option once I finish with all the other signs. And if you like what I do, please like and subscribe. It helps others to find the channel, and it lets me know that it resonates with you. And down below, you should find a link for tips and donations if you choose to support the channel in that way. It is not expected, but genuinely appreciated if you decide to. Thank you so much, Capricorn, and I will see you next time.